Hello and welcome to this Tomb of Annihilation campaign. My name is John and I'm Final Boss Fights GM. With Ras Nsi defeated, the group spends some time divvying up the loot from his treasure room before moving on to the tomb itself.
Can Theodas grab, if it's okay with everyone else, the wine thingy and the harp, and he will give the harp to Seraphine and the wine thingy to Riordan.
My question is there anything on the desk here?
Nothing in particular.
The cloak would go well with Thorin, actually. It would make him super fancy.
What is the cloak again?
It is a fine Cormyrean cloak.
What colour is it? Also, how dank is it in here?
It's not very dank at all. It's quite pleasant.
Right, then.
It's really rather pleasant in here.
I will take the cloak regardless, because if no one else wants it.
Seraphine would like a cushion, please.
Let's give Seraphine a cushion then.
I'll have a cushion actually.
The doublet. Does anyone want it? Because if no one wants it, then I'm taking it.
I highly doubt will fit Romad anyway.
It is a purple cloak,
Yeah. Okay.
Sean, with the crest of Cormyr on it,
Yeah, screw it, I'll have it. Purple.
which I'm not going to describe to you, but you might know what that is.
I might do.
Do you want me to give you the other names that Cormyr is known as?
I know Cormia, I know.
Cool.
I mean, if you don't like the color, Thorin, we could just go and, change the color at some point.
No, I'm good with purple.
That will bring out
I'm
design.
pretty sure changing the colour of a cloak couldn't wait.
I'll have a
doublet.
cushion. What is the cushion's weight?
Negligible.
0?
0.
Negligible is nothing.
I never heard that word in so many years. And I was like, what?
So I'll take the tablets then.
Yeah, go. What colour is the doublet anyway? I'm assuming the doublet is basically like a t-shirt or a shirt.
T-shirt. My God. It's an amazing piece of clothing. It's kind of like characters in Game of Thrones wear.
Yeah, I'm seeing it. I can see like how interesting this looks.
The doublet is
So doublet with matching.
coin pouch.
Oh, did you say that there was a froth behemoth that has like amethyst on it?
There is a Frogyemoth statue with amethyst eyes.
I want.
Don't give it to Seraphine.
I'm gonna go and give it to Seraphine. No. How big is it? Is it quite bigger than my hand? Smaller than my hand?
It's not huge. It's a smallish wooden statue. Why don't you give me any colours?
Just roll them.
I think it's up to the GM what he desires it to be.
But why? I'm trying to look up what colours are associated with Am.
With what? With ham?
The only thing I ever remember from is the woman that had a spice box nicked in the Dark Alliance games. She was wearing quite a lot of browns and stuff.
It is a brown doublet.
Cool, that matches the rest of my wardrobe, actually.
Yes, Seraphine has a harp and a fine silk cushion.
Yep.
So you can sit on the fine silk cushion and play the harp.
It's a golden harp as well, I think.
As we descend into the horrific.
It is a gilded harp. Yes.
I'll take the last cushion because I remember Rico.
There are 3 cushions, so yes, you.
I'll take the third cushion. Go to Philip.
Wherever
give
he
him
may
the
be.
cushion, and on the other place, give him the cushion, and be like, for your Nimgar, whatever the name is.
For your child. Is this still with us, or is it?
So, no, he's outside with the orphan.
I suppose it's gonna be better for it to sleep on something soft rather than ground.
So please takes it with a real both surprise and gratitude on his face as it says thank you. So I will add it to its inventory. What color is this one?
I'm going to go with this being a green cushion.
Okay.
The question the GM fears the most now. What color is it?
No, don't worry. I'm writing it down in the inventory, so I won't have to ask again.
Torin,
Yes.
at the end of your long rest, short rest, resty rest,
Yeah.
you know that you are holding in your hands a flame-tongue longsword.
Oh,
Whoa!
If you speak the command phrase, it bursts into fire.
I no longer need oil for my lamp, guy.
Technically, yes. You can just use your
I just
your
used my sword.
like a living torch.
Renala,
Is it a sword like in like the sword in Game of Thrones that won't break because it's actually on fire?
yeah, no, the fire that it is on is magical and won't harm the sword itself.
It's normal colored flames as well.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Renala, at the end of the short rest, you know that this stone that you are holding is a sending stone.
Explain more.
Basically, it functions that there is another stone that is partnered to this stone, and you can send messages to it.
Oh, that reminds me of that certain thing in
Oh, like a Palantir,
Dragon
kind of.
Inquisition.
Is there any way of knowing who has the other stone?
Ask.
Who are you?
We
Yeah.
do not know what became of the lost stone
New
of
sending
vision.
stone, who this?
We
New
do
sending
not
stone,
know
who
who
this?
else can see through them.
And while you guys are having this short rest, Seraphine is just perched on the lower step of the throne, sat on the cushion, playing.
Oh, I wanted her to be sat on it, on the throne.
I'm gonna go on the.
Like Conquer at the start of Conquer's Bad.
Already hitting magic power.
Just
I'm on the throne
playing
now.
ting ting ting, something nice and relaxing that was not just ting ting ting.
Tang, tang.
Just something nice and chill as you guys take a short rest.
Question, John.
Yes.
The map of Umu,
Yes.
of Chol, sorry. Did we actually updated it?
I believe you have.
Torin's been updating it as they've been going. They've not really gone many places, so
Alright, because could I, while the short rest is going on, do a crude map of Umu?
You could.
What would I need to roll for this?
You're doing it from memory, so give me an intelligence check.
Normal?
Yeah.
Yeah, here goes nothing.
Take 10.
Yep, nope.
You
Umu is blank.
you just kind of draw a large circle on a piece of paper and write Omu at the top of it, and then you just do a little arrow pointing near the top, and just write underneath it, "We here."
Aww.
I just look at the result and I'm like, nah, I'll sort the rest of it. I feel the rest of it later.
Details.
Details. I think Rondana would be face pounding herself right
And at this point, do you guys head outside? Do you want to stay in the Fane?
now. I think we should head outside, probably go and see if the people I believe opened the cages off, left.
What about the?
I mean, we do not see them, but there are the prisoners around here who were brought here.
What about the cage? Is that the cage where the Triceratops is? Gone
There's
now.
no-
Or...
No, the cage that hurt. Yeah.
Exactly.
The cage that the Triceratops was in is empty because you let the Triceratops out.
I meant the gate. I meant sorry.
Oh, the gate.
Where the Triceratops is hanging out at.
Yeah, it's still empty. You can open the front door and go out that way if you wish.
Was there no way of Oh, it's empty now. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go that way. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. I feel like there's stuff around here. Yeah. Just tell him just to look around. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Hi.
I want to know where
Sure.
Romad is. Where's Romad?
Hi, I'm here.
Well, if there's nothing else to do here, we get out the other prisoners and the Triceratops and just fuck off
Yep.
somewhere else.
Philippe spends a few minutes winching the cages open.
I would help him.
And between you can winch the cages open, and then you work out that the best way to get people out of the cages is to take the hook off the cage and put it around their manacles, and just winch them out. So you spend a little while, you winch. There are five prisoners in there.
Okay. 5 prisoners, as in 5 still alive, or
Five just in the pits. That's all that's in there.
and then I guess we'll try and figure a way to open the door for Triceratops to leave as well.
Okay. So you walk to the front door. And you find a heavy chain.
Heavy chain.
And you just pull.
Well, Philip and Torin would pull because they just would look at heavy chain and be like, okay, yeah, no.
Torin and Philippe, do you want to just make me a quick strength check?
A strength check.
And suddenly I feel very, very happy that I said that the 2 strongest were going to pull.
Strength. No.
Torin breaks his arm, apparently.
I mean, I just imagine actually Philip pulling the chain and pulling Torin along with the chain.
Oh, there's Torin's. I was waiting for that to show up.
Torin thinks he's pulling his weight. Philip is doing all the work.
Yeah. The gates slide open, and you guys all head back outside. And you manage to find a reasonably large group of prisoners who are starting to come back to their senses, and just going to change back to the map from the map screen to the character sheet screen. Are coming back to their senses and realizing now that they are free of the horrors of the Fane of the Night Serpent, and for the first time in 3 days, you feel sunlight on your own skins. Or scales, or fur. And Treacle the Triceratops goes off with the prisoners. And you guys make your way back to the amphitheater where you've been camping for the last few weeks. And with the fight against Sekilok and Ras Nsi, Romad, get out of there. You weren't in there.
I didn't know you told that. I didn't know what you talking about.
You head back to the amphitheater and just spend the afternoon slowly moving around and doing a little bit of training and generally discussing the fact that you've now collected the puzzle cubes. And then you sink into a reasonably restful sleep in your tents.
I'm sleeping. I am deep sleeping this, buddy.
Renala, more spells.
And the following morning, Riordan, Theodas, Philippe, and Torin, you awaken in the camp. And Dragonbait, Seraphine, Renala are nowhere to be found.
I'm Romad.
And Romad is also not there, but I apparently missed him in that list of people I just said.
Yeah.
And Theodas, you find a note in Seraphine's hand
She's not there.
saying that she isn't here and that she has...
Why is only a hand here?
Oh god.
In Seraphine's hand.
saying that she and the others have found a park and that you should go and spend some time in the park before
Join us. No, I don't really feel like
descending into the tomb. And
That
so
feels such like a natural thing to do.
Following the map that she has left you, you make your way to the park. And then...
Thank God, it's a map that she made and not me.
Yeah, she rolled slightly higher than you did. You make your way to the park, and we all know how that went.
Yeah.
Terribly wrong for Hammond.
We got cheers, we got applause, yay. MCM occurs here. Torin Vasudha Sergiesh. The following night, as you fall asleep, you have a dream of Kalemvor. His plain, masked face radiates a certain proudness. My chosen, you have done well. You have returned that which was dead to the dead. You face a great threat going forward. But take some more of my power and prove yourself worthy. And your Kalemvor's ward awakens, which means that now on a short rest you can attune it to a specific elemental type.
Yeah.
Cool.
So on a short rest, you can imbue the armor with resistance to fire, cold, acid, lightning, or necrotic damage. This is in addition to the other things it could already do.
Cool beans.
Similarly, as Riordan sleeps, he dreams of dwarven miners, and the dwarven miners congratulate him on putting to rest that which needs to be freed from this world. And the Raps of Dimak awaken as well. And he now has a +2 bonus to attack and damage rolls with unarmed attacks. Whenever he finishes a short or long rest, he gains a number of temporary hit points equal to his full ki. And as a bonus action, he can now cast Misty Step, which he cannot do again until he lands either a critical hit with an unarmed attack or completes a short or long rest. So you guys spend the rest of that day partying in the park. And that is the 22nd of Tarsak.
Isn't it the 23rd? Because you said at the start of where at 21st.
You are on the 21st, you slept the night, so that's the 22nd. You sleep another night, and the 23rd is when you make your way into the Tomb of Annihilation.
Nah.
Where's the Tomb of Annihilation?
Or you try to remember all of the clues you've been given about where the Tomb of Annihilation is.
I think it's literally the only place we haven't checked in the city.
Yeah, I mean, I've done a lot of
People
looks
have
at
told
the
us
city.
that they were investigating up north. At the north of the city.
Plus, I looked
Something about an obelisk as well, I'm pretty sure.
Let's consult my map.
What kind of map are you speaking?
According to this map, we've got to go back to Port Nyanzaru.
Philippe, Theodas pulls out a map, and it's just a circle with an arrow pointing near the top of it, saying, "We here now."
So we're here now, and you say north, so it's somewhere, and I just drew another big circle. It's somewhere here.
Switch us to the Omu map.
Also,
Yes.
I'm gonna use the part of the night, because I don't need to sleep too much, to continue my map and hopefully get it a bit better. It's better.
It's better. You start to fill in more of the details now. So inside the vaguely circular shape, you now just kind of refine the cliff edge. You draw in the large circle of the royal palace, and you start to trace the lines of the river that flows through the city. And then you also add in this top corner, the amphitheatre. And you put safe camp.
Homey home.
So we're not going to be here. That's not what we're thinking of, are we?
Well, that's not north.
No, it's not. Thank God it's not north. So it's pretty much here then, isn't it?
I think it must be somewhere.
I mean, I seem to remember obelisk being mentioned.
Obelisk north.
And the only thing I can see that looks like an obelisk anywhere north is there.
Oh,
It's
I
a
see
cave
some
entrance,
sort- There is a cave entrance indeed.
I
Might
think.
Might be a shot.
I'm seeing little pointy rock out front, so it could. Either way, we need to find this fucking turn.
10 years later, so we still haven't.
Is it Urvex? He was
Orvex.
studying this thing anyway.
Last time looked, he is still in that area here.
No, he's up with you guys. He's in the amphitheatre.
He's still in that area though.
he was babysitting Nimgar while we were fighting.
He'd probably be eaten alive now.
Not if he was quiet and smart.
And also the place is rather well defended as well, and kind of empty.
Maddie,
After we
who
killed
has
the-
now turned red in my chat for some reason, says, "What's an obelisk?"
An obelisk is a pointy thing that goes upwards. It's a monument.
It's a monument, yeah. It's basically like four-sided, very, very.
Like
Think of
Cleopatra's
the
Needle.
Washington D.C. obelisk. That's the first thing that pokes my
It
head.
is an Egyptian kind of monument that has been reused by almost everyone now.
Yeah.
Anyway, at this point,
Also, if you want to know what an obelisk, just check out Yu-Gi-Oh! Obelisk the Tormentor.
I'll just send you a pic.
Sammy will send you a photo of an obelisk.
So that you can see.
We will be back next time when these guys finally, maybe, possibly make it to the Tomb of Annihilation itself.
What? Hold on. Why they finally maybe blah blah? We have been slaving our ass to get the cube.
We shall see how things go next time as they make their way into the Tomb of Annihilation. Tomorrow, myself and Sean will be back in Minecraft. We might be joined by Sean and Michael as well, as Game of Thrones is now finished.
No.
And so we'll be continuing our Minecraft adventures. Wednesday this week, the Adventures of the Golden Tooth continue with you guys, the Golden Tooth, making their way through Cormanthor Forest into the heart of the ancient Elven Empire itself and finding the ruins of Eventide Abbey.
Oh yeah, that's what we were doing. I kind of forgot completely what we were doing.
Friday this week, I'm thinking about starting Sims Friday, where I'll be hopefully remaking the FBF groups as houses in The Sims, and I'm thinking for my first challenge, my first play session, I will remake Snowgrace Manor from the FBF Minecraft server, and we'll have our first sim residents will be Sammy and Maddie in their little Snowgrace Manor cottage.
Whoop whoop.
Next Sunday, it's finally time to go back to Storm King's Thunder as the group continue to take Lin Amala, the Cloud Giant castle, for themselves as their new base of operations. And then in a fortnight's time, we'll be back with more of this as the Tomb of Annihilation itself is finally opened. Will the group survive what's inside? The answer is probably no.
The answer is not probably no, the answer is no.
It's almost certainly no.
We will probably all die. Maybe one or two of us will actually make it out alive. We don't know if we'll save anyone. We might fail this completely. Thank you for watching.
But Maddie says hopefully by next time her Discord will have started working again and she'll be back with us. But we survived, guys. Good jobs all round. Yay!
Yay! I have a question, John.
Yes.
We finally, we are going to open the Tomb of Annihilation, blah blah blah. How long have we been put on this task again?
I will let you know in a moment. I'll count it up. For now...
Yes. I do remember that our boss was dying from the death curse, so I just want to know how long.
Details. Details. For now, guys. Bye.
Bye, sis.
Bye-bye.
La la la.